Hello, welcome to a Waffle Wednesday on the way to work. I haven't done one for a while. Just thought I'd give you a quick catch up on where we're at and what's going on, specifically with the Focus and you know, other stuff in life. So if you are new to the channel, I've had a few new subscribers since the Focus. Randomly I'll do a bit of a chat on the way to work about, you know, life in general with me, and then just upload it completely unedited, unscripted, etc. Well, none of my stuff's scripted, but you know what I mean. So Focus, we are just over 2 weeks in owning it. Yeah, 2 weekends, yeah, two weeks and 3 days today. I've done 387 miles since I got it. We are getting low 50s to the gallon on a way to work, and you can see the type of road I drive into work. So I'm pretty happy with that. Nippy enough. It gets along the road all right. There is another video coming up this weekend with more fixes on it, where I've addressed some of the stuff I did in the last video and you know, added some new bits, etc. I won't spoil it for you. Nothing fantastic. I'm selling it, aren't I? But that's coming up. I did a car show last night, although I didn't actually show this car because other than cleaning it when I first got it, it's now had 2 weeks of going to work and it's quite dirty. So, but I went and viewed a few cars, so that'll be coming up when I've edited that. But plans for the Focus. So after the initial month of owning it this month, it's going to be sawned. Now that may shock some people. Why did you buy a car to sawn it? Well, if you remember rightly, before the Rover expired, 3 days before the tax ran out, it was always the plan to sawn the Rover and use the Allegro all through the summer as my backup car when I couldn't use the Kia. That still stands. It's just the Focus came along, I guess, at the wrong time, but I didn't want to pass it up, so I bought it, and obviously I had to tax it for a month to get it home, and also using it this month has allowed me to see any niggles and things I want to address while it's off the road. So it'll be going into my garage, the Allegro will be coming out, I'll get it up on axle stands. One of the things that's niggled me from the start, I've got all the old MOT history, and the word corrosion, rust, etc. never ever appeared on any MOT until the one that the dealer I bought it from took it for. Now, to me, that could be alarming, and indeed it was a bit scary, but what it turns out to be is, obviously, this car, I've had the logbook back now. This car was owned by one bloke for 13 years, from 2003 to 2016, and then the second bloke from 2016 until this year. It's been virtually within 10 miles of the first guy's house all of its life. Wrong word for a car, but hence that's why it's only done 113,000 miles. And it's been to the same garage virtually for every MOT. So obviously the testers have got used to it, and their eyes see things differently. The guy that's tested it in Slough obviously just was a bit finicky. Yes, there is corrosion under the car, but it's that flaky corrosion where the powder coating's almost coming off, and there is no rust on this car. There's certainly no holes, or I just think he was overzealous. But what I am going to do is obviously get the car up in the air, get a wire brush on it and treat it or paint it or something, because obviously this car will get used all through the winter, and it seems crazy not to do that now when it's bone dry, and then I can future-proof it. So I've no idea how I'll keep this car, how long I'll keep this car. I always had this plan to turn over cars on the channel. But as with the Rover, I found a good car and I was happy to keep the Rover until the head gasket expired. Same with this one really. If this keeps pleasing me, then I shan't do the rotation thing, and we'll just put up with what we've got until something goes wrong, which is always the way when you're running a budget car, I guess. So that is the plan with this. Plan with the Allegro is to just try and use it a bit more this year. I've got a couple of car shows to go to, and any ad hoc stuff I can fit in when I'm not away in the camper. But every year it gets more difficult for me to do car stuff because we use the van more and more, and I'm not complaining about that. I really do love going away in the van because I can get my other hobby involved, you know, with the trains and stuff like that. So yeah, it's quite difficult really balancing stuff. I keep joking, but I could do with retiring, but unfortunately I haven't won the lottery yet. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to carry on doing what I do, and a fine balance of camping and car shows where I can. The car shows and the cars really will always take a bit of a backseat, hence me not really promoting this channel as much as I could. You may have noticed I folded the Twitter account for the car channel. I also folded the Twitter account for my camper channel, to be honest. Twitter's got very toxic since Elon Musk took it over, in my opinion, and I don't enjoy being on there as much. I have got my own personal Twitter account, which I've only recently made. Years ago, my personal account morphed into the Allegro account. I changed the name, so now I've actually reintroduced my personal name, but it's only really to follow stuff and make the occasional comment. Like I say, I can't give Twitter up, but I don't enjoy it anymore. So all we've really got is the Facebook page for Agatha, which I do try and update, but again it's difficult because I don't really have massive amounts of content to give you really. I mean, this car has given me a lot of content recently. I've had a video out most weeks, and I'm grateful for that. But like I say, I don't do the YouTube thing for money. If I did, I'd be skint. And my camper YouTube channel is far more successful, but that will be because the content manufactures itself on that. We film every time we go away in the van as a diary and upload it, and people seem to like it, so I don't have to generate content. Whereas with cars, obviously you're filming what you're doing, and it takes longer than just doing it, as you know, as you'll see on the upcoming video at the weekend. Anyway, I think I've waffled for long enough. I can see 8 minutes, which is way too long. You probably turned off at 30 seconds. So I'll catch you on the next one, and I will see you from the past at the weekend, and from the past again when I've edited the car show one. Have a great day.